Welcome to Rod's Tree Tours of the University of Nevada, Reno Arboretum. My name is Rod Hollenbeek, aka the Tree Hunter. I am your host for this tour. This is the southwest of the library tree tour. It starts on the second floor door on the south side of the Matheson IGT Knowledge Center, also known as the library, goes down the ramp, crosses the open area and the street, goes into the area between the Church Fine Arts and Fitzgerald Student Services buildings to North Virginia Street, backtracks to the open area, heads left to the end of the Whalen parking complex, crossing the open area again and concluding near the southwest corner of the library. The trees from number 1 on the map to number 5, except number 3, were planted in 2008. There is a pause of 2 to 3 seconds after each tree to let you get to the next tree. But if you haven't yet reached the tree, or if you need a little extra time to locate or contemplate it, please press pause until you are ready, then press play. Okay, let's get started. There is a small tree in a planter bed a few feet from the door where the sidewalk splits. Where the sidewalk out of Matheson splits, at number 1 on the map. It has small compound leaves. But what is a compound leaf? It has a central stem attached to the branch at one end and has leaflets, in this case an even number of 10 or 12, coming out of the stem at a right angle. This is Chinese Pistache, scientific name Pistachia sinensis. Native to western China, Taiwan, and the Philippines. Note that the leaflets are almost perpendicular to the central spine of the leaf, and their edges are finely toothed. Chinese Pistache is popular in California because of its orange-red fall color, but it's only marginally cold hardy here in Reno. There are perhaps 20 of these trees planted in this area of the university, arguably more than in the rest of Reno combined. Continue toward the ramp which goes diagonally downhill. Between the two paths, also at number 1 on the map, is another Chinese Pistache. But this one looks different from the one you just saw, as well as the rest of the Chinese Pistaches arranged around the turnaround. If you would like to see what I mean, please press pause and continue around the turnaround to the next tree. Note that the leaves look somewhat different, as do the flowers and seed heads. This tree bothered me for months, with the answer coming from a trip to UNLV. There I saw a cultivar of Chinese Pistache called Red Push. Its leaves and flowers are different from the species. Go to the first tree on the left side of the ramp at number 2 on the map. This tree's leaflets appear similar to those of Chinese Pistache, but they are longer, and the odd number of 7 or 9 leaflets are at a 45-degree angle to the central spine and have smooth edges. This is Raywood Ash, scientific name Fraxinus oxycarpa Raywood, a cultivar of the narrow-leafed ash native to the eastern Mediterranean. Raywood ash was found growing naturally in Australia in 1910 and has become very popular since its introduction in America in 1979. This tree, the first of the ash trees on this tour, has narrower leaves than the other ashes. Its leaves stay green until fall, then turn purple. Down the ramp on the left side are 2 more. On the right side of the ramp at number 3 is Deodar Cedar, scientific name Cedrus deodara. Native to the western Himalayas, it is one of 3 true cedars in northern Nevada. Its needles radiate from points on the branch, and it has both drooping branches and a drooping or flat top. Its 4-inch cones are brown or white and are upright on the branch. Go to the bottom of the ramp to a group of silver conifers at number 4. These are Colorado blue spruce, scientific name Picea pungens. Native to the northern Rocky Mountains, this tree grows quite well in Reno. Its blue-gray foliage makes it a desirable accent tree. Cross the street at the sidewalk. On the other side are two compound-leaved trees to the left at number 5. These are European mountain ash, scientific name Sorbus alcaparia, planted 2000. It is native to Europe, Western Asia, and Siberia. In some cases, it has escaped cultivation and is growing wild. It is valued for its orange-red fall color and its orange or red berries, which hang on all winter. Walk toward the circular area with trees arranged around it at number 6. The trees from number 6 to number 11, except the trees at number 10, were planted with the construction of Fitzgerald Student Services in 2000. The trees at number 6 are Aristocrat Pear. Scientific name Pyrus caleriana aristocrat. The species is native to Japan and Korea. This is a cultivar of Callery or flowering pear, probably the second most planted tree in northern Nevada because it is truly a 3-season tree. In spring it has abundant white flowers, in summer it has glossy dark green smooth-edged leaves, and in fall it has bright colors which can range from yellow to orange to red to purple, depending on the tree and the fall weather. This cultivar has an open form with branches arranged cylindrically around the limbs. Please press pause and walk on the sidewalk next to Student Services to the triangular area, an arboretum area of interest known as the Linsky Garden. Look at the nearest tree at number 7, then press play. This is green ash, scientific name Fraxinus pennsylvanica, a native of eastern North America. Its leaves are wider than those of the 2 Raywood ash trees, also in the triangular area. If you would like to compare them, please press pause. The reliable bright yellow fall leaf color makes green ash one of the 5 most planted trees in northern Nevada. But there is trouble ahead. An insect called the western ash borer has caused an epidemic of dead 50-year-old green ashes, and no way has yet been found to stop it. Look in the alcove of Student Services. There's a 5-foot conical conifer at number 8. This is Dwarf Alberta Spruce, scientific name Picea glauca conica. This tree has not been pruned. This is its natural shape, and the needles are like those of first-year trees of the species. White spruce. It grows very slowly and is often used in formal settings. Older trees commonly try to revert to the white spruce form, and this growth has to be pruned out to maintain the tree's shape. Please press pause and take the sidewalk going around Student Services, walking past a group of aristocrat pears to the end of the building. On the hillside right of the sidewalk at number 9 are 4 gray-green conifers. Press play. These are digger pine, scientific name Pinus sabiniana, planted 2000. This Sierra Nevada native grows on the western slope from about 1,000 feet to 4,000 feet elevation, and its round-headed form towers above the other trees in the Sierra Nevada foothills. It has 3 needles in a bundle, like its cousins ponderosa pine and Jefford pine. Its cones are almost as large as a football. The next 2 trees toward North Virginia Street at number 10 are Scotch Pine, scientific name Pinus sylvestris, definitely planted before the digger pines. This northern European native has 2 needles in a bundle and 2-inch cones. In upper parts of the tree, the bark is yellow-brown and shaggy, and the branches are not vertical. Across the sidewalk at number 11 is Weeping Sequoia, scientific name Sequoiadendron giganteum pendula, a cultivar of the species native to the western slope of the Sierra Nevada. Each tree has a thin vertical trunk and thin drooping branches. Each tree also has a unique shape. Sometimes it has limbs at weird angles. In fact, the weirder the shape, the more valuable the tree is. If you're looking for weeping sequoias with really weird shapes, go on the Hilliard Plaza tree tour. Cross the driveway for the parking lot. Just past it, at number 12, is a small weeping tree, Weeping Mulberry, scientific name Morus alba pendula, a dwarf cultivar of white mulberry. The cultivar is grafted onto a white mulberry trunk, and the branches grow only slightly taller than the graft. Because of the thick foliage all around the tree, branches inside the outer layer don't receive enough light to support leaves, and they have to be removed to keep the tree presentable. It's time to take a short diversion, so please press pause and walk south on the sidewalk about 300 feet to just past the front door of Church Fine Arts Hara Music Wing to a small tree at number 13, then press play. This is fruiting cherry, scientific name Prunus avium. This tree has pinkish white flowers in early spring, followed by black fruits. This is the only one on campus. Please press pause and retrace your steps to the Weeping Mulberry, then cross the small parking lot to a group of trees against Church, then press play. This is Weeping Norway Spruce, scientific name Picea abies pendula, planted 1989. A cultivar of the species native to Central and Northern Europe. Its branches tend to droop on each side of the limb, and the limbs tend to droop from the trunk. Note that the cones point downward from the branch. This is true of all spruce species. The tree to its left, at number 15, is Copper Beech, scientific name Fagus sylvatica, planted 1989. This is one of the forms of the European native. It is unusual. Its leaves come out a copper color, turn to dark purple in summer, then turn to copper again in fall. This is probably the most popular purple-leaved cultivar, Rivers. This tree bears spiny fruits which contain beech nuts a la chewing gum or chewing tobacco. In fact, the leaf buds in winter are shaped like cigars, a way to easily identify the tree. Please press pause and take the sidewalk on the north side of Church, past the Linsky Garden and the Circle of Calorie Pears, cross the street and head toward the large grassy area between the library and the Whalen parking garage. Along the front of the parking garage are two types of conifers at number 16. Press play. The taller, skinnier trees are weeping sequoias. The shorter, conical trees with intense green color are one of the 300 cultivars of Eastern Arborvitae, scientific name Thuja occidentalis. Native to eastern North America, Eastern Arborvitae is valued because it is columnar and is an evergreen with inconspicuous cones. These trees were probably planted here in 1998 to visually break up the long horizontal expanse of the parking garage. Please press pause and look in back of you at the trees in the big grassy area at number 17. Walk to one of them and press play. These are Summit Ash, scientific name Fraxinus pennsylvanica summit, a more upright cultivar of the eastern U.S. native green ash. These trees do not seem to be taking to the site for some reason. Several have already had to be replaced. Please press pause and walk to the steps of the library. Walk up the steps to the multi-level planter bed. Go to the top level of the planter bed, planted in 2015, at number 18, next to the building entrance, and press play. The tree with large roundish leaves is Umbrella Catalpa, scientific name Catalpa bignanoides nana. This cultivar of the southeastern U.S. native southern Catalpa does not bloom, thereby producing no messy seed pods, and its crown is shaped like an umbrella. Like the dwarf Alberta spruce, it generally does not need pruning to maintain its shape. It grows slowly and does not get more than 20 feet tall, making it desirable as a street tree. Possibly the best example on campus is on the Around Parking Services tree tour. On the next level down at number 19 is Weeping Eastern Redbud, scientific name Cercis canadensis Covey. This cultivar of the eastern North American native was discovered in a pot in 1985 and was patented later. It has contorted branches. There is a somewhat larger specimen on the East from Hilliard Plaza tree tour. In the lowest planter bed at number 20 is a small weeping conifer, Weeping Deodar Cedar. Scientific name Cedrus deodara prostrate beauty. This cultivar of the Himalayan native Deodar Cedar was chosen for this place because it stays small. Please press pause and walk south on the sidewalk to the small patio at number 21, where there are 3 compound-leaved trees. Press play. This is Goldenrain Tree, scientific name Coloruteria paniculata, planted 2008, native to China, Japan, and Korea. It is a 3-season tree. In July, after most of the other trees on campus have bloomed, it has cylinders of small yellow flowers. It has lantern-shaped fruit, which start out green, turn to yellow in fall, turn brown in winter, and stay on the tree until the leaves come out the next spring. Please press pause, go past the goldenrain trees, turn left and go up the stairs about 20 feet to number 22, then press play. The small conifers are juniper, scientific name Juniperus sp. This is the second most planted genus of tree on campus after pine. Juniper has several species and many cultivars with various sizes and forms, so we'll dispense with further subdivisions. Please press pause, go back down the steps, and turn left onto the sidewalk. Walk about 50 feet to the large compound-leaved tree at number 23, the 4th ash tree species on this tour, then press play. This is autumn purple ash, scientific name Fraxinus americana autumn purple. This cultivar of the eastern and midwestern North American native white ash is popularly planted because it has even more brilliant fall color, rust, yellow-brown, or purple, than the species. But it is almost as susceptible to the western ash borer as the green ash. This concludes the southwest of the library tree tour. Thank you for joining me on this tour. If you would like to support the Arboretum, please see the options on the Donate link on the UNR Arboretum website.